Wow, I can't believe it's already the last day. It's the 4th day of making the NIETOS coat. Last time I started assembling the lining, which I will continue today. So I will put it all together. Then I'm gonna combine it with the coat that I've been making, giving the last final touches, and then I have it. I have my NIETOS coat ready. The days in Berlin are getting really cold by now, so I'm very much looking forward to wrap myself in the warmth of the NIETOS. I will be sharing one of the recipes from my favorite cookbook also today with you guys for lunch. So I'm very much looking forward to that already. And making my coat. Last time I finished the front lining pieces by attaching the pockets and the facing for the slits. What I'm gonna do now still is that I'm gonna continue by adding the facing onto the hem. Then I'm gonna continue with my back lining piece. So first what I will do is that I will find the center notch on the neckline, align these 2 notches that are next to it, pin here, measure roughly 7 centimeters down, add another pin there, and sew down this pleat here. I'm gonna do the same at the hem of the back piece. So here also I have 3 notches. I'm aligning the 2 on the sides, gonna pin them together, measure down roughly 7 centimeters, add another pin and sew down the line to create a pleat. Now I've sewn the pleats to the back, and then I added the hem facing to the back as well as I did for the fronts. The back pleats should be just pressed to one side. And what happens next is that I'm gonna now attach the sleeves as I did for the main fabric. I will do the same with the lining. So this is my front piece and this is my sleeve here. So I'm gonna look for the single notch which marks the front, and then I'm gonna align it with the notch on the front piece, pin it and sew it together, and repeat this same thing as I did with the main fabric piece for the back piece to attach the sleeve also to the back. And then I'm gonna press all the seams I've done so far. So this is my gorgeous lining. I've ironed everything to make it very crisp and flat. This is the back pleat going all the way down, being attached to the hem facing where the seam allowance is pressed to the up. So I'm now at the step 57, which means that I'm already attaching the side seams. This is exactly the same as I did with the main coat fabric. So I will start by aligning the sleeve seam, going down the sleeve. With the difference from the main fabric, I will leave a turning hole on the sleeve. So I will just mark it for myself to remember that. And the other thing to remember is that I did a new marking here for the waist string from the waist funnel coming out. So this is my new marking. This is the marking from the pattern. So I will also leave this open, and then I will sew until the slit here and stop sewing there. And then I will press the seam open. Now the lining is all together. I'm gonna just snip-snap all the little threads that I have here to take them off before I start putting the lining onto the coat fabric. There are the little steps that I still did. The stitching around the hole where the waist string comes out. So this is this one here. And then I added these strips of fabric to the underarm from the sleeve. And this is just to attach the coat, the main fabric, to the lining, so that it doesn't create a pull. If you would attach it directly, there would be easy extra pull, and this makes it more flexible. So this is why you do that. I think I will start slowly also preparing the lunch. What I'm gonna now prepare is fennel risotto. It's also from this favorite cooking book of mine. And what I learned from that cooking book was actually to use quite a lot of lemon. So instead of white wine, for example, that you quite often use for risotto, there's lemon added at the very end. Quite a bit. So I think if you're into lemon, I think that's the perfect recipe for you. I just grind the vegetable that I add. It can be zucchini, it can be pumpkin, it can be almost anything. I also done it with beetroot. Now I have it with fennel. So I grind it very small so that it's almost the same size as the rice. So I think that's also important somehow, that it is small enough to cultivate the flavor. So this is what I will have in a bit. So I have the coat and I have the lining, and they have to go together. I'm gonna start by attaching the facing of the coat to the neckline of the lining. This is my center back pleat. Here is the facing back, center back notch. That's where I'm gonna start. And I'm gonna pin all the way to the hem. So now I have the lining attached to the coat from the front facing, from the front. It's this incredibly long seam, so add a lot of pins. I press the seam towards the lining, and it's good to have a quick check from the inside that there's not any kind of extra crumples or something, and everything is somehow the way it is supposed to be. And then we can move to the next step, which is then about the hem. So what happens next is that we're gonna sew the front hem. This is the lining side, this is the coat side. Here is my placket. This stitching line for me is the indication of the center of the placket, and that's where it is supposed to fold. I will fold it from there, starting from the stitching line, and pin the facing to the coat like this. And then I'm gonna continue up, all the way up to the slit, to attach the slit as well. One tip that I would like to give while sewing is that now that everything gets really heavy, because you have the two coat parts together, is that when you sew, you can a little bit, especially if you have a home sewing machine, you can a little bit pull from the back of the fabric while you maneuver the sewing. This is now the front hem and slit sewn. So what is good is to clip the corners to make the turning easier. And then what I will do is that I will just check that my fronts are the same length. So I'm turning the coat right way around, pulling the front corner out. There's a little bit of difference there, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust it a little bit and take in the front side, just like 3 millimeters. And what I'm gonna do now is that I'm going to move to step 63 on the sewing instructions, which is attaching the different sides of the plackets with the seam allowances together. Here I have the zipper, and I'm gonna attach the placket from the seam allowance together. I will not be able to go all the way down, so I will sew somewhere until there, the seam allowances together. And the same thing on the neckline, so it's not going all the way through, but almost. That's probably one of the most difficult seams to work with this coat. So take a lot of patience with it. I broke a needle, but only one. I think pulling too much the fabric to the back is a bad idea, because then you easily twist the needle. So what this seam does is that here is my placket, and now the placket sides are together when before they were open. Alright, when I'm happy with that, I can continue. So I have the hem, the back hem still open. So this is the part that we're sewing now. This is the back slit. So I'm gonna sew from up here to the hem. And just a little bit over the corner on both sides. This is now the back slit and the back hem sewn. So I'm turning the coat still from the back hem, so this is why it is partly open. So here again it's good to clip the corners. So this is how the slit looks like from the inside. You could attach the slit edge from the inside, but I'm gonna do it from the outside because the stitching of my sewing machine is nicer that way around. So that's what I'm gonna do next. So it's all coming together. I added a little stitching here. I wanted to do not only this part but also that, so that I have a continuation somehow, that it's not this little one as I'm using this very expressive thread, sewing thread. What I did now is that I pulled the lining, the sleeves are in place, so the sleeve is in place of the sleeve hem. And what is easiest for me now attaching the sleeve hem to the sleeve is to kind of flip it from here, add a few pins, and then sew around the sleeve hem. I have the strip for the armpit, so I'm gonna attach it to the main coat here. So I'm gonna do that on both sides, and then I'm gonna fetch my drawstring. This is crazy long thing that has been traveling around for the whole process. I'm gonna pull it through from here so that I can access it, and I can make a big knot so that I won't lose it again. Wow, so after checking that everything is okay and the way I want it, there's nothing that I want to still fix, then I can close the coat. I left the holes to both of the sleeves, which is not really necessary, but I did. So now I'm entering from the sleeve to close the back hem that I have still open, because it's an easier access point. So I'm gonna grab it from here pull it through. And then I'm gonna sew this little bit here, and then also the other sleeve I can still sew from the inside, and then the last sleeve I will top stitch. Voila! So that is the last sewn seam on my NIETOS coat. So it's all closed. I have to snip a lot of threads still. I will give it a nice little press very carefully, and then I'm gonna still sew in buttons. So I'm gonna use the sew press buttons for the placket and for the slits. Ta-da! This is my new NIETOS coat, almost finished. It's just missing the buttons anymore. It has the perfect lining. It is feeling already very warm and cozy with a little bit of Berlin wind that we keep on having here. I'm gonna do a little adjustments and sew the buttons after having a walk with our dog Piska. And I have to say that it's been a really wonderful process. I've been working it for 4 weeks now, so every weekend I did a little bit of something. Really nice project that I highly recommend for anyone interested in learning to make a coat for yourself. So, 4th day, that was really nice. Thank you so much for watching. It's been really a pleasure to share these notes from the diary with you guys. Kisses from Berlin.